We are unquestionably human. And what I mean by that is if you strip us right back to that hunter-gatherers days, your brain, as sophisticated as it is, it has 3 core functions of human existence, only 3. These are the 3 things that your brain has to have met and why it's wired in the way it is. Survival, reproduction, and purpose. Just hands up in the audience, because those who have seen me before will have heard this, but have you read the book or heard about the chimp paradox by Steve Peters? If you nod ahead, raise your hands, yeah. Just quickly, and I might scribble a couple of times, so I'll try to write big and make sure that you can see this, but if I was to just draw your brain there, right, that's a brain, believe it or not, not a speech bubble, as some people say. Let's divide it up, so you've got the front of your brain, the back of your brain, and this central bit that sits in the middle. Your brain is structured in a way where you have a prefrontal cortex. It's called your frontal lobe. Steve Peters, who I had the pleasure of working with last year at the T2 Leadership Retreat, I interviewed him live on stage, and for me, he's a bit of a mentor, a bit of someone who I look up to, so it was a magical experience. It taught me a lot more than I already knew about it as well. But the human brain, he calls it in the book, that is responsible for logic, facts, and rationale. It is the part of your brain that is searching for data and evidence and trying to guide you in the right direction based on some logic, facts, and rationale. It's what separates us from any other species on Earth, because if you go back to hunter-gatherers, there was a point in time where we discovered fire. When we discovered fire, we was able to cook our food. When we was able to cook our food, we was able to digest it quicker, so our intestines shrunk, our brains grew, and then we became the most dominant species on the Earth because we learned to build tools, hunt, farm, the rest is history. All because we have a human brain that can problem solve and innovate. The second part of the brain he talks about is this central bit that overlaps. It's like your central nervous system. It's called your chimp. Or he calls it your chimp. In neuroscience, it's called your limbic system. It's responsible for your emotions and feelings, your gut instinct. So your human deals in logic and fact, the chimp deals in emotions and feelings. And the third part he talks around, the back of your brain near your crown, is called your parietal lobe. He calls it your computer. Simply put, it's your brain's PC. Stores your memories and experiences as you go through life. So your brain is structured in a way, there's a lot more complexity to the brain than this, by the way, but it's a simple way for people to understand. That you go through your everyday life with a human and a chimp, scanning the horizon, looking for people, situations, coming to conclusions, one based on logic, facts and rationale, one based on emotions and feelings. But the big reveal of Peter's work, as you all know if you've read it, or most of you, and if not, I would implore you to buy the book, is what they've found on the brain scanners, when they strap people up to brain scanners, is that the chimp brain is 5 times quicker than the human. 7 to 10 seconds-ish, it's lit up like a Christmas tree. So your emotions and feelings are more stronger and faster than your brain's ability to apply logic, fact, and rationale. Which is why quite often you react in the moment to a situation and you don't even think about it. And then later on we regret it. Parenting's the worst for that, isn't it? Parents in the room, you know, you come in, you're stressed, you're tired, your teenager's kicking off. You react, and then later on you feel a bit guilty. That's a normal reaction in the brain because through hardwiring, through evolution, we had to have a chimp brain that was faster than the human. Why? Because we had to survive. I write in the book that you strip us back now, we are still in survival mode first and foremost every single day of our lives. It doesn't manifest in running from saber-toothed tigers anymore, but it does manifest when someone sends you an email, right, firing a bullet at you and CC's the boss in. Yeah? And your chimp goes, are we standing for that? Reply all. You're having it both barrels, right? And you type out an emotionally fueled email and you press send and you go make a brew because you're proud of yourself because you just told them because they're idiots. And then you read your own email back and you even get halfway down your own email. The human comes in and goes, whoa. The chimp says, we've sent it, don't worry. Because you've had an emotional reaction. We have to survive. We also have to find a mate and reproduce. That's how we continue our species. It's why we're incentivized to find a partner and to reproduce. But third and foremost for us as humans, purpose. Purpose is important to you and your well-being. If you're going to balance your pain and pleasure scales, not only do you have to put yourself in situations which test you and test your resolve, but you have to be able to go towards pleasure and reward as well and seek out fulfilment, pleasure and reward.